We were talking about the football game tonight. Chargers-Chiefs is streaming on Amazon Prime. Other than that, you can't see it, period. You have to have Amazon Prime to see it. And it's a big game. I mean, they have this is a great
They're marquee teams, for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, great start to this.
Two great quarterbacks. Anyhow, a friend of mine just texted me because we were talking about how many people can see it, will see it. And he says more people have Amazon Prime, the streamer, than have cable at this point.
Which, that's an interesting factoid. However, I wonder how many people simply get Amazon for Amazon Prime, excuse me, just for the shipping, the expedited shipping.
And don't even
know or view the programs.
Well, you know, we got it for the shipping. And I know we have Amazon Prime, but I don't watch it very much. I mean, there's a few things on there. And I bought Top Gun Maverick through Amazon Prime.
Okay.
Sure. You went on there, and but a lot of times, you know, I'm so overrun with entertainment. There's so many options out there and so much stuff. And what do? Sit there and watch
old familiars.
Same thing.
Friends, Goldbergs, you know, that kind of thing. On in the afternoon, just sit there and watch Sex in the City.
What's the one that you sort of snuck in last week?
2.5 Men and Mom and Modern Family. I'm watching a lot of.
2.5 Men is your new one. That seems to be your newest.
That's new in the quiver.
And Mom also. Mom is a really fun show.
Mom's a great show. I'll watch that.
Allison Janney is a treasure.
She won a few Emmys for that show. You see why.
Okay, boomers.
She's not really a treasure on the show. She's kind of rough and tumble on the show.
But what a great physical actress.
Yes.
Allison Janney is a treasure. And everybody that works with her says it was an absolute pleasure working with Allison.
She may be the there are certain actors that I can't remember the names. One was, I think, Michael Caine. That no matter how bad a movie is, if Michael Caine is in it, it's going to be slightly better or worth a watch.
Yes.
I think you could put her in that category.
I think she's wonderful.
She does the best with what she's got.
Tweet that for me. I am an Allison Janney person, all right? Okay. That's my thing. Yesterday, my friend John, who I talked about earlier, he's the guy that invented the Big Sexy, the drink.
Vodka and Gatorade?
Yeah. We're playing pickleball yesterday.
What's big and sexy about that?
Yeah, I don't know where the name comes from.
He's the Big Sexy.
Okay.
But yesterday, he said, you know what? I was visiting my daughter in college. She goes to school up at Appalachian State, my alma mater.
Yeah.
And he said he was bringing something out of his pickleball bag. He said, I bought you something while I was up there, just on the streets there, just shopping around. And I thought it was going to be like an ASU football. It was the day they won
Easy, bro. You can't just hand it to me.
Outside. Give it to me outside.
All right. I'm gonna bend down like I dropped something. I'll unzip my bag. You just quietly drop it in there.
Do I kick it into the car? Yes. Yes.
I didn't know they just sold it on the streets now.
Now, I thought it was going to be an ASU pendant or something like that.
Commemorative football.
It was the day they beat Texas A&M, and he was up there, and he was like, this whole street was just going crazy and everything. He said, no, I found something for you. I bought it. And he brought out 2 stickers. One was a Golden Girls logo, and the other was B. Arthur's face. And I just said, you've just endeared yourself to me for life.
You get me.
I said, you're the only one out here who gets me.
Let's be blood brothers.
And he said, I thought maybe you could put it on your pickleball paddle. And I said, well, I don't know, because then it takes a beating. I don't want to beat B's face. And he goes, maybe your water bottle. And I said, but then I have to wash it. So I don't know where to put. They're safely tucked away right now. I don't know if I'll put it up in the office, but I just, a tear rolled down my cheek.
Can you put them on your locker?
I might.
I might. Somebody who gets me.
I might just
on the inside door. You know.
Yes, of course, of course. God, it was so nice of him to do. I was like, and apparently he said to his daughter, oh my God, I have a great friend who's going to love these. And his daughter says, seriously?
In an ironic way? No. He does it for the kitsch factor. He doesn't.
No. And she said to him, you're not really going to buy that, are you? And he goes, I am, for my friend.
How old is your friend? In her 80s?
He's no, he's much younger than that. What? Are you visiting the homes again?
Is he still in the closet? Is he afraid to? I mean, I heard all the stories about that show back in the day. You know, it was kind of like a queer icons.
My God, he rose above all of that, and he bought it. And of course, he said as he put it on the counter, "This
Pride Month." Yes, thanks, brother. Portion of the proceeds, brother.
You do get me.
You're the only one. He's the only one who gets me. Anyway,
Anyway,
Biggie was talking about the show Cobra Kai, and
well, yeah, some of the new one, like Hulu's, Your Handmaids are back.
yeah, the Handmaids are back today,
And yes,
and
Cobra Kai just has a new season that dropped
on Netflix. I'm a season behind on Cobra Kai. And I think Biggie said, and I agree, the first 2 seasons great, but then it started to leak a little. You know, it's like, how much can you do with these characters? You know, to see them back, the nostalgia of it was fantastic from the Karate Kid.
Absolutely.
But
Can they bring back Hilary Swank? Wasn't she Karate Kid 4?
She's got her own show on CBS or somewhere now.
And right, she's a reporter in Alaska.
Yeah, and she's pretty
Boomer
big.
TV.
She's pretty big. Boomer TV. She's a pretty big star.
I mean, she's won 2 Academy Awards now. I mean, that's
That's fact.
There are some folks
but
going
Reese
to TV.
Witherspoon's on
true.
streaming
Yeah,
shows.
she does. So anyway, maybe. But Biggie said, how much can they do with these characters? Like one of the characters who's like a teenager is now going to Mexico to find his long-lost drug lord father.
Yeah, like that's what it. And this is I'm 3 into this season.
And I said, this is the unfeeling part that Biggie said. I said, Pat Morita must be rolling over in his grave. What would he say? And Biggie said, well, Ralph Macchio visits the GD thing every other episode.
Every other, like, constantly, he's over there. What am I going to do, Mr. Miyagi? And I'm like, God, you're even just going back to the well and Pat Morita being dead over and
You're
over.
60 years old, Daniel-san.
Yeah.
Figure some S out.
Is this grave?
I mean, really?
Is it ornate or is it kind of simple?
Simple.
No, it's pretty simple. Yeah. But I mean, it started when the first time you see it, you're like, oh, it hurts your heart. You're like, oh, Mr. Miyagi.
He's gone.
He's gone.
But then now it's like every other episode he's there. He's like, I don't know what to do about the dojo. It's like, and he never brings him anything. He doesn't decorate the grave.
No?
Yeah, it's just he literally just goes to whine to Mr. Miyagi.
I like Chris Demm's point. You're 63 now. You
Figure
need to
something out.
Yeah, I mean, can't you do this on your own for once?
I was younger than you in first movie. Just look old.
Yeah.
That's a fact. That's a fact. They made him look old and more.
Look ancient.
I don't know what to do, Mr. Miyagi. I think my obsession with Johnny is really starting to ruin my family.
Well, that's obvious.
Yeah. Yeah. You talk too much.
Should have shut him up when he was 15. God.
Should not have brought back from dead.
Mr. Miyagi's probably thinking, I didn't know I was going to be attached to this teen for the rest of my life. You know. And by the way,
Why don't you try to bring me back? I did it fair is fair.
by the way, if you've got now the original concept of the movie is this 15-year-old hanging out with a 60-something-year-old guy, and today I think that would be looked at as oh my god, you can't let
Stranger danger.
Yeah.
And the mom just disappears, and the 50-year-old rides his bike out in the middle of nowhere to this old kook,
Painting fences, washing cars.
making him do all this manual
Now
labor.
it'd be like 15-year-old gaslit by 60-year-old perv. Hey, this pervy dude's over here talking to a 15-year-old.
Maybe
Get
that could
him.
be next season. Go kind of meta.
Yeah, maybe they should.
Behind the wall.
Like, wait a minute, Mr. Miyagi, what's he doing with Daniel? Oh, what a great movie, though.